So earlier I mentioned that I'm working with greenwood, which is going to move. After I trimmed this last one here on the end to get a nice flat surface to work with, I measured down the 8 feet again and made a mark where I'm going to strike a line and trim the other piece. Now, if I was doing furniture type stuff, making boxes or, chair or something along those lines, I would be doing a lot more, wood joints, wood joinery, which would require a much higher level of precision. But this is construction. And I'm not saying that, you can just, guess at the measurements. Not if you want to, make something that'll stand up really well, but you definitely don't need to be quite as precise as if you're making furniture. So after I trim this side, it's just going to be more of the same to get the other sides, the 6-foot sides from our plan here, and then start measuring in between. Now, a lot of these, especially with this, with the construction, it's not going to be, the measurements aren't going to be, I'm not going to measure each piece and cut them individually other than the outside perimeter, because, the distance in between may or may not be, constant. And I want to try to make it as tight fitting as possible so I'm not flexing things before I nail them together or screw them together. But we're going to have support like this, support members going across, and then those squares there are going to be the feet, and this is going to have a boatload of feet so that it's well supported, and it probably excessively so. The last one that I made, you could pretty much park a tank on top of it and it would stand up just fine. And I got a little bit of crap for that, but then when the hemlock tree, uprooted itself and fell onto the coop and nothing happened to the coop, I feel like I was a little bit vindicated.